Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to make a little tutorial on how to fix bar end mirrors that I bought off eBay. So they came in this box and I was like, oh, they gotta be good. You know, they took the time to do that. And then as soon as I started trying to mount them, they came apart. So the problem I faced was because the screws go through, how do you get to them? Well, they're glued in there pretty tight, but I solved that problem by soaking this whole assembly, the whole mirror, in hot water for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. And then once you do that, you can gently kind of push on these screws and you'll get the mirror glass to come out, like so. So then I went to try and figure out why it did this. Now, I don't know how well you can see, but this is aluminum. Aluminum is very soft and it'll strip out. So these screws aren't very long either. So on this one, that top screw, or this top thread up here, is completely gone. I guess I could drill it and helicoil it, but that'd be a waste. So I went to Lowe's and bought the same screws but longer, which are 1030 1032s, and they're 3/4 of an inch long. So they come with nuts, which is exactly what I need. So what I'm going to do is go like this. I'll get a little paper towel so I can, you know, save my horrible coffee table that's already horribly messed up. So go like this and get a little thread locker on both the screws. Get my thread locker out. And if a little bit's good, a lot's better, right? I should have did that the other way, but it's okay. And just kind of get it started in there. Because they're longer, it's got a lot of play to it. I mean, I'm not really particularly too caring how this looks. I mean, if you're really picky on how something looks, that might be different. And also to get that glass out, I mean, you could also use a heat gun or, you know, a blow dryer possibly. That might actually kick out enough heat to get the adhesive on the inside loosened up. So see, this one, you can actually get some ass on it and get it tight. This one is pretty much, I mean, it's kind of a little bit tight, maybe, at best. So, yeah. Obviously, I didn't plan this out because otherwise I'd have checked and seen if there was actually enough clearance for two nuts to go on there at the same time. So we'll just kind of go like this. Get that one down. See if this one will go on there at the same time. And yep, it's got enough room. Okay. So now we're done with the Loctite for right now. By the way, this is just cheap thread locker Permatex from Walmart. This is about $5 a tube. The other thing I got is plastic 3M plastic emblem trim adhesive. This is about $4.50 a tube from good old Walmart. So I'm gonna use my knees. And obviously, I mean, if you can use actual tools with like a wrench or say a socket, that is obviously preferred, but for what I'm doing, this is fine. Alright, so I mean, now that's not going anywhere. But just to make sure, because this is going on a motorcycle and I don't want it to vibrate off, I'm going to go like this and add a second nut as a, see, and that's why you need to hold that right there like that. as a jam nut. I'm going to take that back off and tighten it again so it doesn't back itself out. Ideally, you would have 2 wrenches and tighten them up to each other. Basically loosen one and tighten one. Yeah, it still had a ways to go before it actually got tight. Okay. So now, take that, drop the nut.
Probably fast forward a lot of this.
Now, if you're asking why don't I just buy a real bar end mirror, because this is going on my supermoto, and I will lay it down eventually, and I don't want to spend, you know, $90 to $100 on a bar end mirror that's just going to get trashed. Whereas if, you know, for 20 bucks, you know, if this goes down, it's not the end of the world. So that's now sturdy. So make sure you get all your water, thread lock, all that stuff out of there. Now for the most part, this adhesive, I mean, it's still tacky. So I guess if you really wanted to, you could pop it back in there, push down really hard, and it would probably be okay. But for what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of this 3M plastic emblem trim adhesive and throw it in there.
And this stuff is
sticky. You could use weather stripping, RTV black, just about anything would actually work. It doesn't have to be this. There's a lot cheaper. I mean, just kind of use common sense as far as what you're putting down. And drop the mirror. That's always the best way to do it. Okay, and then just press together like so, and you are done. Just give it a little bit of loving with some Windex after it dries, and should be good to go. Alright guys, that's how to fix it. I bought this off eBay. It's called the 3-inch universal motorcycle 7/8 bar mount CNC. I got it from 9 Parts. So just, you know, if anybody else runs into this problem, which from their profile, broke, dissatisfied, all this, as soon as I read it afterwards, other people are having this problem. So, yep. Alright guys, thanks for watching.